Well, our next guest is a Charleston Navy veteran and College of Charleston student who has traded life on a ballistic missile submarine for a new mission in the classroom, turning his technical expertise into a passion for teaching and mentoring. Let's welcome Jason Bluhm. You are also a representative of the Warrior Scholar Project, which I want to talk more about, but just in getting to know you, you have had quite the adventurous life, and it sounds like maybe your dad had a little something to do with it.
Yeah, my dad was a foreign service officer, so we grew up moving around to different countries throughout our life. I was actually born in Italy, where I then lived in Romania. We lived in Mexico, South Africa, Gabon, Ghana, Norway, all this before moving to the States when I was a teenager at 13.
That's incredible, and you are a veteran, so thank you for your service. And what prompted you to join the military?
So I had taken the ASVAB at one of the boarding schools I went to, and after coming home from that boarding school, a recruiter called me because of my high score and was like, hey, are you interested in being a nuclear operator for the Navy?
Wow.
And I was like, okay, nuclear, that sounds pretty cool, why not? So I went to the station.
Your scores must have been pretty good.
Yeah, it was 94 out of 99. So it was pretty decent, I guess.
Yeah, I should say so. and so this has made a huge imprint on your life, the experience of being in the Navy. And how long did you serve before you decided that you wanted to start pursuing your academics?
I served for almost 9 years. So I did 2 years of training, 4 years on a submarine, and then 2.5 years training at the Naval Nuclear Power Training Command here in Charleston.
Yeah, oh, that's wonderful. And what have you been studying at CFC?
I'm currently studying computer science.
Are you? Okay,
Yeah.
so what is your goal then once you do graduate? What do you hope to do?
So I just took the LSAT this November. My score comes out in 2 days, and then I'm working with...
It's going to be good, I can tell you that much.
I'm hoping so, yeah. I'm working with this program called Service to School, where they help veterans apply for graduate and undergraduate schools. And I'm currently going to be applying for law school, so I want to go to law school.
Oh, is that right? What kind of law do you think you want to practice?
I very intentionally took an engineering degree in computer science because I would like to practice patent law, but I think going through the process of law school, maybe that might change.
But as a representative for the Warrior Scholar Project, tell us a bit more about this initiative and what it sets out to do and who can benefit by it.
So the Warrior Scholar Project is a wonderful program which helped me transition from being a service member to becoming a student. So I had messaged I played Magic the Gathering, and I had messaged in my group chat that I wanted to be a lawyer, a real lawyer. And one of my friends reached out to me and was like, hey, if you're interested in actually doing this route, here's some great resources to get into higher education. And so he showed me the Warrior Scholar Project. And so while I was still in service, I was able to go to the Williams College where he's actually studying and do a humanities boot camp. So I was there for a week, and we were engaging in humanities endeavors and getting an experience for what it's like to be in the higher education atmosphere. Yeah. And it was a very, very hard boot camp. We're studying for 12 hours a day, every day. Very rigorous, and it definitely helped prepare me for higher education, as well as just exposed me to other veterans who are also pursuing this, which kind of having that camaraderie in that community really helps kind of push forward and push through this endeavor. And then I did another boot camp with them as well at MIT, where we did an engineering boot camp this time instead. And I met some wonderful people there as well. Yeah. And just learning about all the resources available to veterans for applying to schools is just absolutely wonderful.
The program at MIT, did you have to apply and then get accepted into it, or was this something that was just a part of that initiative?
It's also part of WSP.
Oh, it is? Okay,
yes,
because getting into MIT is it's not easy.
It is not easy, and I have veteran friends. One of the veteran friends that I actually met at the MIT boot camp got into MIT. Wow. So it's very, very easy. I met other veterans that got into Harvard and to other wonderful schools as well.
That's incredible.
So it's definitely a good resource to get into those higher education
I have to
places.
ask you this. So Jason, usually, young men and women, they go into the military kind of in the prime of their youth, and then they serve for as many years as they do. They do have that difficulty transitioning out of service and into civilian life and trying to figure out what it is that they want to do. What about veterans who may have taken gap years, that may have pursued just normal work, through an employer or becoming an entrepreneur, but then really want to get back to, their education and to maybe follow a path a little bit more like yours. Is that something that's also possible?
I think the WSP is absolutely perfect for that, because that's the main goal, is to transition you into that student mindset. So if you have been away from education, have been away from studying, it's the perfect way to get back into that mindset.
Yeah. How is it paid for? Is it expensive? Is it free to veterans?
It's free to veterans. When I was doing the program, they actually paid for my flight to MIT and to Williams College.
So they just give you every tool to make sure that you reach your goal.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. So how do people find out more information about this?
You can visit their website, warriorscholarproject.org.
Okay, great. All right. Are you going to rest at all? I mean, you've just been going. I'm not going to give away his age. He is under the age of 30. I will say that much. So you've been a busy young man your whole entire life. So do you have any plans for rest and relaxation?
I do have a plan this summer. One of my friends I actually met at the WSP at Williams College. We're going to be going on a cruise in July and visiting.
Praise the Lord.
We're going to be visiting Ireland, Iceland, and Norway on a cruise.
Good.
So
Gotta have balance.
Fun. Exactly.
Gotta have some balance. Wonderful. Well, Jason, thank you so much for coming on and sharing, and thank you again for your service.
Thank you
We'll be
for your
back after
support.
this.